For all my videos, the writing, the whys, the wherefores of the memoir, and the deep insight into my grief and everything else, there's something that I think is worthy of a video. The art and design of the layout of the memoir kind of says it all in the subtitle, A Photo Memoir of Love and Loss. The memoir is not pages of text with indents and letter spacing. It was carefully laid out to capture Donna's creative self and her love of design. When and if I catch up with her, I guess I'll get an earful about the design. As much as I can't wait to see her, I do worry about the shit I'll get. I must give a shout out to the book designer, Philip Johnson. He was brilliant. His website is below. He's such a brilliant designer. He took the time to understand Donna. He took the time from what I wrote and from most of all examining her work, her style, her love of type. He got her, and it's reflected in the book design. The original working title was All That Remains is Grief-Centered Love. Philip suggested Donna, a photo memoir of love and loss. Fucking genius. I guess I'll start with the cover of the book, the cover art. The art was created by Philip Johnson. Philip found a photo of Donna looking into the camera and photoshopped the image. The image was meant to convey the opening pages where I started writing the memoir, where I share a childhood memory of tapping on some mercury, breaking it apart, then pushing it back together where it all comes together quickly and becomes bigger than the sum of its parts. And that's what I wanted to try to convey in the memoir. Donna was bigger than the sum of her parts, and Philip collected that. Philip connected with it. Philip represented it in the cover art, which you can see here next to me. I'm going to put up on the screen the first spread, the spread where I talk about the mercury. And I'm going to read from it. I'll just leave the spread up there for you to see. The drops touched, then suddenly embraced to create a bigger drop. Each drop grew as it touched another, until there was one large mass of silver bouncing on the bench ever so slightly. I picked up a screwdriver, struck the mercury, and watched it splintered and scattered into hundreds of little drops. Then I repeated the entire exercise, building up one large reflection over and over. These shattered drops are my shimmering, strewn memories of my wife, Donna. All that remains are the grief-scented memories and the desire to rearrange them into one single reflection. Maybe it will have meaning. Maybe its light will guide me. That is my hope. The inside first photo was also selected by Philip. Well, the truth be told, he selected all the photos in the memoir. His choices were excellent. The first one was perfect in its selection for what the memoir would tell, what I hoped it would tell. This just captured it as well as the cover did, but even more so. The photo you see up is Donna with her hands over her face wearing a straw hat. It was taken in Rome, I believe, in 1989. What Philip captured in that photo was what I was trying to do. Bring Donna from her fiercely protected personal life to the world. Donna did not tolerate fools gladly. She was selective with those few friends she had, and she even let fewer friends into her life and her world. Her past was largely unknown, other than crumbs accidentally shared or spilled. I gathered those crumbs from various photos I found, home files, what I remembered. Some of those photos were lost in California and sent to me. She did live by this mantra. There's a reason they call it history. It happened then. Then is the past tense in its purest form. If you look at the photo, For me, in my mind, I slowly pulled those hands away from her face. I said to the world, look, this is the woman. She is the woman I loved and who loved me into being. Please see her as I did and walk with me as I find more of Donna through these pages, more of us. Donna was presented in the memoir, a Donna that resided in me and became ever more present with each memory. I discovered her, I discovered myself. Even after death, she never gave up on me. I'm going to put up some spreads of the layout so you can see it as I discuss this. And I say I'm going to put up, I mean, like hell. I have a brilliant video editor who does all the work, and his link is below. I mean, he's amazing. I can't recommend him more highly. So let's look at a couple of these and let me talk about them. The layout of the memoir is a key aspect of Donna's design life and her being. Type and type design was her jam. She spent hours looking at fonts and type design before she would begin any creative project. And as important as type style was for the page, because that's where the content resided, in the words, she believed what was not on the page was as important as what was on the page. White space is a vehicle to drive the reader from the top of the page to the bottom, to give the reader the chance to engage with their eyes in the comfort of the space, to make the words they sing. Words matter. I'll shut up now for a second and just share some of these spreads. So I'm going to put up some more spreads. Try to, or I'll have my editor Brandon split screen these. Philip embraced that idea of white space, and in looking at some of Donna's work, understood its importance to the book. Here are a couple more spreads from the memoir. The type are presented in blocks, hanging in the whiteness of the page. Between each block of copy is the space for the reader to move from one to the next with ease. It allowed the copy of one block not to spill into that effect of the next block. The ebb and flow of the writing was never interrupted. It felt to me like a flat stone skipping across a still pond of water, creating ripples of her life and memory on the water, through the space and the copy. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this one. Thank you for watching the previous ones if you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ask me anything, questions. Take a look at the book. I have links to where it is. In fact, even buy one. I know I'm begging for sales, but what the heck. Take a look at it. But there's so much love I have for those of you who are watching this and are being patient with it. Thank you.